So, after watching this episode of The Shield Hero, emotions are definitely running really high. This episode of Shield Hero definitely ended off on a bang, especially with Raphtalia seemingly going away and becoming another missing link along with Philo this episode. So, definitely emotions are just running really high after watching this episode of The Shield Hero. But this episode of Shield Hero was really important, and I think in 23 minutes or whatever the episode runs for, it did absolutely so much. It accomplished so much this episode that it was really, really good. And along with last episode, because I think the last episode with being inside of the labyrinth and with getting to know Kizuna more and getting to know some of the different motivations, some more about the world that Glass and Lark and Kizuna is from. Getting to know more about that world, it was definitely very educating and definitely immerses, I think, both of us, into the world of Shield Hero more. But then this episode came and just kind of built upon what last episode did. And this episode, we got to learn more about the different cities, the way that they operate. We got to learn about the different people that inhabit the world, which we have people who use items or gems, which basically that is Therese. So Therese is one of the quote-unquote gem people. And those people are, typically they have some kind of gem or something kind of like, I don't want to say attached, but I will say linked or inserted, or they're born somewhere kind of like a mole, but instead of a mole, it's a gem. So they have the gem people, right? So they have the gems, they have the spirit people, right? And the spirit people are like Glass. They're basically just completely made up of spirit energy, which we learned a lot more about Glass this episode, to where that's why Naofumi was able to affect her so much with his spirit eater shield, is because she's solely made up of SP. We got to learn that the I don't want to say beast people, but the people like Raphtalia, who are like beast folks, they live among the regular people here, and they're not ostracized like they are in the world that Naofumi comes from and Raphtalia comes from and stuff. So we got to learn more about the ins and outs, the inner workings of everything. Then we got to see Naofumi, don his merchant cap once again and show off his merchant skills to really build up some funds, find out what they can do. He was able to sell a bunch of SP stuff. Got a good laugh there with our girl Risha getting tripped up and everything that occurred there. I thought that was a really cute scene and really cool. We get to learn more about their currency, and then we got to obviously learn who the big bad was this specific episode. And apparently, people like KYO, who are like, I guess you could call them vassal wielders as opposed to cardinal heroes. So there's certain people who are vassal wielders who are trying to use the power of that's been bestowed to cardinal heroes, that like in this specific episode, they're trying to use the dragon hourglass to make it mainstream, which that's probably not the actual case. They're probably trying to use it for evil because KYO's a piece of crap. But we learned that there's others like him. So we had the purple hair guy this episode, which I don't remember what his name was, but we had purple hair guy this episode, and we got to see that he was the big bad. They finally made it to the dragon hourglass, and obviously KYO appeared like a big freaking jerk pile, and apparently has the power to manipulate the dragon hourglass. So as Kizuna was getting them out of there, for some reason he was able to stop. He was able to stop the teleportation from only Raphtalia and keep her there for experiments. And then he let all of us know that, us, including me and you and everybody, that him allowing them to go to the infinite labyrinth was intentional, and him allowing them to go to the infinite labyrinth along with Raphtalia, because apparently Raphtalia he was going to keep back initially. He let her go intentionally, but now he's going to keep her for experimentation and whatnot. So all extremely, extremely interesting. A lot of emotions, especially with Raphtalia, talking to us about being Naofumi's sword and Just that level of love that they seemingly have for each other. Naofumi's gonna be pissed, and if he doesn't kill this guy, I would be extremely, extremely disappointed. Like, yo, you gotta cut this dude off, like cut the neck, cut him at the nape. He's gotta get this guy out. You know what I mean? But extremely a lot of emotions running high. So really great episode. I love the world building and the setting building, and learning more about what they do, where they're from, learning more about how different this world is versus where they came from, learning how different this world is based on, Naofumi's world, learning how people intertwine, and there's a bunch of different races that live together without this animosity. At least it seems, right? I don't know for sure, but it seems that way, which I think is all really, really cool. And then the last thing that I'll kind of touch on before, we end here today is I love the relationship so far. I love it. You probably love it. Raphtalia hates it. But I love the relationship so far between Kizuna and between Naofumi. And I love that they have this, I don't want to say camaraderie, but they have like this, it's effortless. I don't know how to really describe it, but their relationship so far, it's effortless. They basically just really get along, and they really bounce off each other, and they have similar traits. And I really think Kizuna is a really good partner for Naofumi. Now, I don't mean like a romantic sense necessarily. I just think that she fits really well with Naofumi, and unfortunately, we know that they're opposites. They're yin and yang when it comes to cardinal heroes, right? So I don't know if that could ever come to fruition, but I do love the relationship that they have formed, and I love that Raphtalia keeps getting all kinds of jealous when they are getting closer to each other as this continues. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. This episode was awesome. Another great episode of the Shield Hero. This season has been, for me on a personal level, this season has been fantastic so far. I've been loving it up. I've been eating it up. I can't wait once it ends, and hopefully we get an announcement of a core 2 or part 2 or a continuation of, right? But once it ends, I can't wait to go all the way back and rewatch it again, and then rewatch it dubbed one more time. So let me know what you guys thought about this week's episode down in the comments below. Let me know what you think about KYO and this asshole purple hair dude. Let me know what you think about Raphtalia staying back. Let me know what you guys think about all of it in the comments below. Let's chat it up, and I'll see you guys next week for Shield Hero Wednesdays. All right, my friends. Peace out.